Have you ever felt empowered in your daily life? How did that make you feel? In this class, we have discussed three main topics regarding power and how it can be approached. Those are power, powerlessness, and empowerment. Power is the ability to do a said task. Powerlessness is the lack of ability to do a said task. And empowerment is becoming more confident through your surroundings. I'm going to talk about empowerment and its effects within the workplace. What is empowerment? According to Cynthia Scott and Dennis Jaffe, authors of Empowerment, A Practical Guide for Success, empowerment is a way for people to work together, especially within the workplace. This book, especially the chapter titled The Road to Empowerment, is very informative when it comes to the topic of empowerment and provides readers with an array of tips and information they can take into the workplace with them. It can be separated among three levels: the employees, the teams, and organizations. That is power, powerlessness, and empowerment. Employees not only feel responsible for doing their job, but also helping the whole organization work better. Teams work together to get the job done while improving their overall performance and producing higher levels of productivity. Through empowerment, organizations feel as if they're able to achieve whatever results they set their mind to. If you get the opportunity, I would definitely recommend reading this book, or at least a few chapters, because it is giving you tips on how to make the workplace a more enjoyable experience for both the employees and the employers. The article states that the workplace can be empowered in many different ways. The first is enhancing the work's content. This means that the work that is done by employees will be completed in a more comprehensible way, and the overall work will meet higher degrees of excellence. Whole task completion is another one. This allows employees to have their own tasks to complete rather than just doing bits and pieces of multiple tasks and bringing them all together. Skill expansion is another. Empowerment provides employees with a higher degree of skills and allows them to use these more in their everyday work life. The last one will be more satisfied customers. The customers of an empowered workplace will feel more satisfied with the products that they are being supplied with. The empowered workplace helps build the foundational bridge between the employees and the organization's relationship. This sets them up as partners rather than one above another. Not only do they feel responsible for their own jobs, but this helps them feel a sense of ownership over the company as a whole. In an empowered workplace, an employee helps make decisions rather than following behind and taking demands all day. Empowered employees have greater ownership of the organization, feel cared for, and therefore are more productive to the company. This article describes empowerment as more of a process rather than something you do to another person. Whatever you do has an effect on everybody else in the workplace and vice versa. This helps build an inner understanding of a person's relationship between themselves and the people that they work with. Developing healthy relationships within the organization creates a positive climate and a desirable workplace culture. These desirable working conditions lead to greater rates of job satisfaction as well as higher employee productivity. This chapter of the book deduced that in order for the empowerment to work within the work environment, power needs to be split amongst all employees, not having certain work sanctioned off to certain people. This topic of empowerment is a big chunk of what our class is about, and this chapter further explains its importance, which we have discussed throughout the semester. Empowerment is not meant to take control from one person, but rather to help spread control to other people. Empowerment may take some getting used to as a manager, but in the end, it'll make the workplace a much more sustainable place. It is meant to let people manage themselves and make their own decisions. One key component of empowerment is maintaining a balance. You cannot provide one with too much personal freedom, because then there could be chaos in the workplace. Some supervisors lead with the intent of creating followers. Leaders who believe in empowerment ultimately want to create additional leaders within the organization.